Wow, I am gathered here with a ton of folks on the stage, and that's including the canine partners we have from Patriot Service Dogs. Obviously, you guys all know Hero, but we're about to get our eagle on with this little angel down here.
Oh my goodness.
It's a pretty great group, right?
Yes, this is an awesome.
So, ladies, welcome to the show.
Hi.
And you both have worked with Patriot Service Dogs.
Yes.
So tell me, first of all, what is Patriot Service Dog? And you've been on the show before.
Yes.
Okay. So you've told us a little bit about it, but what is Patriot Service Dogs? What do they do?
Patriot Service Dogs helps veterans. We train dogs to help veterans that have PTSD, military sexual trauma. Also, if they need a dog to brace, we can teach the dog to brace for someone who needs help. I actually trained a dog to help a guy brace. So they just have a lot of benefits for veterans in need. It is for veterans only. There is a list. You have to fill out an application and get put on the list. As you know, you
Yep.
ended up with a Hero.
Yes.
So it's an amazing service. It's taught out of prison mostly. They do have outside raisers. Hero is a prison dog, which Eagle is a prison dog.
That's, guys, if you haven't known this and you're just tuned into the show, Hero did live inside prison for a while.
Yes, he did.
Started
But
out there.
He is an amazing, amazing dog, and Eagle looks like she's going to be an amazing, amazing dog. So don't hold that against him. He's doing pretty well.
She's well on her way to be the
Right.
same way.
Yes.
Hero,
Go ahead.
Hero was trained in the prison. We have a program in there called WOLF, Women Offering Obedience and Friendship. And we get these dogs at 8 weeks old.
Yes.
And it's changing lives for everybody.
So you two were on the inside. You were in prison, and
Yes.
you were trainers of the dogs.
Yes.
So we'll talk a little bit about what it has done for the veterans in a little bit. But the only thing that I saw when I went in there, because I went in there before I ever even signed up for a service dog, it was kind of like I was getting my feet wet. Do I really want a dog?
You
Can I
wanted to
do
check all this out, see
Yeah.
what they're doing in there.
And these dogs, what do they do for you? Like, you're training them, so you have a mission, number one. But what else is it for you? Like, why be a part of the program? What was it?
Well, I'm an animal lover. So instantly when I was able to get in the program, I got in the program. I started off in the Humane Society.
Okay.
Proved myself and worked myself up to a service dog.
And the Humane Society, is that a...
From the shelter. They
Okay.
bring dogs in
Okay.
from the shelter for 8 weeks, 6 weeks, 6 to 8 weeks. We train them, and hopefully during that time they get adopted.
So that's with the local shelter near
Oh.
near
Yes.
Lowell Correctional Institution.
Yes,
They
the
do
Marion
that,
County Humane Society.
And they do that to help with adopting the dogs out.
Yes,
Okay.
and it also helps with not being euthanized. Dogs
Yep.
not,
Oh,
because
yeah.
they're trained, they can go into a home.
They're more adoptable. You help make them more adoptable.
Yes. We actually had a Humane Society dog that was trained to be a service dog.
Oh, wow.
Yes, his name was
And that
Johan.
doesn't happen very often.
That was the first.
But
Yeah.
he was the first, and he was great.
Oh my goodness,
So-
that's amazing.
So I started out, and then I got a service dog. In the meantime, and you and I know it was a long time ago. I had a son. I have a son who's a veteran.
Oh, okay.
So
When you came into our program, it opened a lot of. We knew what we were doing and what this was becoming.
Yeah.
But until you actually meet somebody and hear the stories,
It becomes more,
becomes
real,
more real.
at that point.
and you came in and shared your story
Yeah.
and
And
spoke with all of us.
a lot of
And
veterans won't do that. They won't talk about
Yeah.
their story.
Right.
So you opened up our eyes to a lot.
a lot.
You know.
I look forward. I need to actually. Julie and I kind of talked about the holidays being a really tough time in prison, and we talked about me taking a trip up there.
That might be a really good
Oh, that would be
idea.
great.
Go and meet with the group of inmates that are there running the Wolf program now.
Because it sounds like you really enjoyed doing what you were doing and you're training these dogs and you knew it was for a purpose. But when you actually, hear a story of a veteran and they're getting a dog, then it really hits home that, hey, I'm really doing something to
Well,
give
you
back.
do because most families that I know have children or their husband or a brother that are veterans, but a lot of them don't talk about their experiences over there.
Right.
Yeah.
And how it affects them. So you kind of opened us up. And to me, it was like, well, I can go home and do this for my son. You know, I have a
Right.
son and 2 brothers that are veterans.
Are you still training dogs now?
I help Julie when I can. You know,
Yeah.
I came down and helped place Patriot.
Yes, Patriot.
yes.
Hero sister.
Patriot's hero
Yeah.
sister.
Yes, I have 7 dogs at home. So I mostly,
Wow.
yes, I'm mostly training them.
Yeah.
Okay.
Wow.
My parents have several dogs, and then I ended up with several dogs, you know, that were just dropped off, and I'm not going to get rid of them.
Right,
Yeah.
right.
So as far as that goes, and when Julie needs my help, then I'm right here.
Yeah.
You know,
So
to
we,
do.
we talked about this a little bit before the show, the 3 of us ladies here, that, you know, the skills that you learned training the dogs when you were at the prison has helped you now, and you fill in, you foster and train dogs from the program now for Julie to help out.
This is, you know what's crazy about this? We're on this whole entire segment. Hero's just sitting here lying chilled out. He's got his vest on, so he knows, hey, I'm going to be
Yeah,
chill.
it's time to work.
And Eagle, just 12 weeks old. She's just
following Hero.
She's just sleeping. She's like,
And I don't know if you can see this angel face, but
oh,
she is
absolutely
adorable.
That's amazing, though, that the 2 dogs have just been sitting here this whole entire time. We're sitting there moving around, chatting, and all that kind of good stuff, and they're just chilling. Like, okay, they'll let us play a little bit later.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
And they get to know it because, you know, they come in and start training at 8 weeks.
That's crazy.
So they,
So, Eagle's only been training for 4 weeks.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
and she already knows probably, I've only been with her today,
Mm-hmm.
and I've ran through probably 12, 14 commands.
Really?
So
That's amazing.
You've been with her. So is she an actual prison dog
Yes.
right now?
Yeah, she's being raised in the prison.
No kidding. How many dogs are in prison right now? Do you know?
6, 5.
5
5.
dogs.
You have Bradley, Sarge, Radar, Eagle, and Hawkeye.
You
Awesome.
know all the dogs.
Yeah, yeah.
I love them.
And you know, I
Wow.
know there's a lot of dog programs out there,
And Blue.
service dogs
Blue.
that will
That's a sixth
train your
dog.
dogs for veterans. But I'm partial to Patriot Service Dogs somewhat because I think they get so much training. I mean, where else can you get that much training
Right.
compacted into that time?
So what do you think the program did for you?
Oh, it's altered my life totally. I like I told Amy the last segment, I was in and out of prison 9 times. Statistics say that I wouldn't be doing this right now, that I would be already back.
Yeah.
But I got in that program and my life changed. Tina was my roommate at the time, and I was very bitter, angry. I didn't bend. That program taught me how to be compassionate, bend, get along with people, interact. And
Right.
that's just not something I did. It's something the ladies did with me and Julie Sanderson.
Yeah.
She comes in and she not only teaches you about training dogs and her program, she comes in and does life skills programs. She wants you to be better when you come out. She wants every day for you to get smarter.
So what are some? Because when I got Hero, this dog of mine, when I got this guy, I received a whole bunch of things from an album.
Yeah.
Yeah.
To a journal.
Right.
Like, what are some of the things that Julie, and I will tell you, Julie Sanderson is an amazing
Yeah,
woman.
She is.
She's
What are
amazing.
some of the things that she did with you ladies while you were in there training the dogs that helped develop you and grow while you were still inside the program?
With me, it was trusting me and believing in me that I could be better and seeing something in me that I didn't see in myself.
Right.
And then meeting people like you. I knew about the wars and this, heard about them. I never cared to really, I'm not being, I just never cared
Right.
to read about that
Yeah.
or learn because I was into other things that didn't. And then I started learning what y'all went through and what you did and, people that fought for our country. And I just started giving back. I told Tina one day I was crying, training my dog, and somebody says, well, how do you get so forceful with her? I said, because she is going to help somebody one day.
Yep.
She's going to give somebody an independent life. So
Yeah.
I'm not in here to, I love her, but I'm going to make her all that she can be. So when she goes with her veteran, they can be all that they can be.
Yeah.
So if Hero, and sometimes we already talked about this off the segment, that Hero can be, I know you guys all see him as the loving dog he is, but he can be a real pain in the rear end. So sometimes when we're walking and he gets that little, I'm going to be the biggest punk in the world type attitude, I got to give him I wear a lot of times his leash around my belt. And so I give him the nice butt where I just yank him back.
Come back.
And he thinks he's walking all proud and doing whatever the heck he wants to. When I give him a yank, he almost falls onto the ground. It's a strong yank. But afterwards, when I say, good heel, he's right there.
He's
at my
right
side.
there. He
And
straightens right up.
He's
Yeah.
right there, and his tail is wagging.
Yeah.
He's like, okay, he caught me acting up. He's
Yeah.
like a teenager.
He's not
That's
going
what
to
he
put
is.
up with
Yeah.
that. He's not going to put up with that. So I got to get back in
I
line.
gotta
Yeah.
get back in line.
And
I gotta go to work.
And they know that, and
And
it's
they know.
because of the instruction that you guys have given them.
Yeah.
You've been tough trainers on these dogs.
It's the tough love, we call it.
You have
Yeah.
to be.
You
Yeah,
know,
you have to be.
And then what we were just talking about on the way over here. Like I follow Hero.
Yeah.
I said, and so what we do is, we're the strict, stern parent. But then when they go to their veteran, they're dogs, and they assist you and
Yeah.
they work for you.
Yes.
But then you
And-
see them laying on the couch and they're look.
Yes.
They
Oh,
used to be a dog.
you know the story. So Hero, he was never allowed on furniture.
No, none of these.
This dog didn't jump on furniture until a month after I got him.
You
I
kept
brought
him
him up-
off that long?
I brought him onto the bed the
Yeah.
very first night. I brought him on the
probably would
bed,
fight.
and he was up there for 2 seconds, and he jumped down. A month after I got him, he jumped onto the bed on his own, and it was when I wasn't having a nightmare. It was just,
Memory.
it was a memory. I was
A-
thinking of
a light
Afghanistan, being
dream.
on a patrol,
Yeah.
and I was trying to close my eyes and just settle down, and I couldn't. He jumped on the bed. He came over to me. I kept my eyes closed. He put his paw onto my cheek. I thought it was his cheek on mine. But it was his paw that was on my cheek. And when I finally opened up my eyes, see, what I started recognizing was the emotional connection that him and I got. And it also helped me recognize how emotionally disconnected from the rest of the world I was. So it was amazing impact. And now he just treats every single piece of furniture like he's going to have an aha moment, and he can get on it anytime he wants to.
We kept him
These-
off for quite a while, though, before we
But
finally
he-
started allowing
He loves the
him on.
leather couches now.
He does.
So listen, so this was a fun segment to kind of learn about what the Patriot Service Dogs does. We're going to come right back after a short commercial break to actually show some of the training that Eagle is receiving.
Yes.
And maybe we can have a little bit of interaction between Hero and Eagle on the stage. That's going to be fun. So stay tuned. You guys are going to see these little dogs not sleeping, but interacting and doing some commands in our next little segment. All right.
Hey there, it's Andrew Campanella with National School Choice Week. And even though I run National School Choice Week, I'm also a resident of Florida. And I'm excited to tell you about a great event being planned by folks here in Florida and in particular in Pasco County. It's called Celebrate Youth, and it's taking place January 27th from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. at Pasco County Safety Town. It's a community-based School Choice Week event, and it will feature rock climbing, a petting zoo, a bouncy house, food vendors, and free family fun for so many people, thousands of people. I have the opportunity to see thousands of different events planned all across the country during School Choice Week, and I can tell you that this event on January 27th will really put Florida in a positive light. This state is already doing so much to provide effective education options for kids, and events like this that invite everybody from the community to come and visit are ways that families can learn more about the school choice options available for their kids. So if you can, sponsor this event. By sponsoring this event, you will help get even more families out to it so they can learn about the options available to them and their kids have more educational opportunities. So January 27th, 10 a.m. to 2 p.m., Celebrate Youth at the Pasco County Safety Town. Thanks so much.
Welcome back. I'm joined with Dana, Amy, who is semi-fashionable. She was more fashionable before this segment, but she was told to take her jacket off, and she put
got
this
this
one on.
on. This is
She's
good.
trying to style. And then we've got Tina, Patriot Service Dogs, once again up here on the stage. And as you see, both Hero and Eagle are paying attention to Dana, maybe because she has treats in her pocket.
Pocket full of treats.
Pocket full of treats. You guys use treats quite a bit for training.
Yes, the first year.
the first year. What kind of treats do you guys use, first of all?
Usually Bill Jacks,
Pepperoni.
pepperonis, whatever your dog responds to is the treats that Julie's going to get.
Is it sometimes, because I remember one time, one of the things that was taught to me for training purposes, because I still train Hero. We did a little bit right before we started this segment, and you guys will see some of that, but I use his dog food.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's mostly what I end up using, a little bit from the morning, a little bit at night, because Hero is a fat dog.
Right. Well, in the beginning, when they're this young, and you're reinforcing good new things,
Right.
you want to use something that's going to get their attention.
Right.
Yeah.
Something
course.
good, a pepperoni, a Bill Jack, and then as you go, you start mixing in the dog food
Right.
and give more kibble.
Right.
So
right.
I got to ask a quick question about, because Eagle's a golden retriever as well,
Mm-hmm.
right? Do all golden retrievers go crazy when there's food around?
I think that all dogs do.
Do they?
I think
Not
it's a
all
retriever.
dogs.
They all.
Some more than others.
Some more.
Oh,
Yeah.
Some are more polite
this
about it.
one.
And if they know 5 commands, they're going to do 5 commands when they see that treat in your hand. They're going to run through
They're
it.
going to do it real quick.
They're
gonna do
Before
all
we
of
get
them.
started.
Yes, they're anticipating what you're going to say when they see that treat.
Yeah.
So Eagle is 12 weeks old.
Yes.
She's been in the program for 4 weeks.
Yes.
And she's getting trained at Lowell Correctional. So is this the first day that you've interacted with Eagle?
Yes, it's first day. I just picked her up at 10:30.
At
Oh,
10:30 this
wow.
morning. So can we see some of the tricks that you've already worked with her, some of the commands that she
Yes.
already knows?
Yes.
Hero,
Eagle, come on, let's
move
go.
back. Come right here. Sit.
Up,
Down.
off. Good girl.
Oh.
Look at that.
Good girl. And what this is used for, up, is like if you have your keys, card, something on a tabletop counter,
Yep.
as they get older, or you go into a store to pay something, maybe you don't have, you have
Yep.
mobility issues. They can use the card, leave it, leave it. They're not allowed to groom themselves also in public. And
That's why
what
we had
they-
to. That's why we had to restart the last segment.
'Cause
Hero's
up-
grooming himself in public,
Up. Yes, good girl.
and with all these distractions, she's still paying attention to
Yes.
you.
And she's 12 weeks.
Yes.
And she does. Stay. Stay.
12 weeks old. Look at this.
Oh my goodness.
No, you guys watching this segment cannot adopt this dog. It's going to a
Yes,
veteran. It's
good
going to a
girl.
veteran. That's pretty awesome.
Come here. Sit. Shake. Yes,
She already
good girl.
knew.
Shake. Oh, good girl. Down.
So,
Stay.
so now you have her in a stay right now. She's going to eventually learn how to make friends, right? So she's going to go from,
Yeah.
and the way Patriot does it, so Hero just goes up and lets people pet him. You remember Patriot? The way
Yes.
Patriot does it, that show off, she prances up and then picks up her paw to shake
shake.
hands. when
To
she-
make friends. That is beautiful though to
Yeah.
see.
And she does, let's see, stay. Sit. Eagle, sit. Come on. Yes. Down. Stand. Come on, stand. Yes, good girl.
Good girl.
So when they're
And
first
your
come in,
commands, you're doing a flow, kind of
Flow.
teaching them to remind them. Is
Right.
that what it is when you're starting out?
well, what we do is at first you teach them sit. You use your hands, to teach them to lure them back. And we also take the voice out. We just use hands. Like watch this.
Hand signals. Yes.
Yep.
Just visual and verbal.
Right.
So a comparison. No, go
'Cause
ahead.
I know you have
Hero.
hand signals for Hero.
When I do hand signals, Hero, come through. Hey. Oh, they gotta have some love.
Gotta
And
have
so
love.
Hero knows that I have treats in my pocket right now. He saw that happening. Now, so what I've tried to do with Hero now to continue his training, because he's 4.5 years old. Leave it. Put a little treat on his head. Stay. Hey. Settle. Stand. No. Nope. Hey. Leave it. Hero, stand. Slowly. Slowly. Oh,
That was
so
pretty
good,
good,
though.
though.
Pretty
That was pretty good.
He kept it on
Yeah,
there.
he was trying.
He was
That
trying.
was pretty good. But
That's what you got to do with these guys sometimes, is keep on training them in
keep
different
on.
ways.
But
And
see,
you-
training like that isn't a necessary training, but it's a focus and listening and following
and
command
following commands. Right.
a practice, right?
Like
So-
when people get a puppy and a normal dog, and you get
Yeah.
a 12-week-old puppy,
Leave it
they
down.
don't think they could ever act like this. Sit. But
they-
with time and patience and consistency, you can have this. You know,
So what
and-
are some of the things that you do besides the training? Because there's also grooming practices that you guys do with the dogs, right?
Well, we brush them every day. Every day. Like in the morning when you get up and you have
Mm-hmm.
hey, thank you. You don't know to leave it yet. So you don't want to say a command she doesn't know.
Right.
Yeah.
So you just want to kind of distract her from
Yeah.
that. But every morning when we get up, we clean their kennels. And when we take them out in the morning, we brush them.
Okay.
And then at night, before they go in, we brush them again.
You're still brushing dogs like crazy
Yeah,
right now.
I know.
aren't you? You got
Yes,
7
you've
of
got
them.
Well,
7.
listen, I have a pit bull Catahoula mix, a purebred red-nosed pit. Now, these dogs got dropped off.
Oh.
Okay, somebody just brought them and left them. Then we have a teacup poodle. You know how much work that is. 2 peekapoos.
Is it like that big?
Well, she's a little bigger now. She's fat. Okay.
She's on a
Then
diet,
We have
maybe.
2 peekapoos. You know, they're furry
Yeah.
animals. And then the other 2, I don't really have to do a whole lot with. It's a Corgi Rottweiler mix.
Yep.
Okay.
So, you know, hair is straight, you just brush
Yeah.
it, they're fine.
Yeah.
And the other one's just whatever, I don't know what she is, and you just brush her, so, you know. so
Now
that'll
I
work.
understand why Hero likes being groomed so
Oh, he
much.
loves to be groomed. It's
Yes,
like-
they like
it's-
it.
it's
They
dog
love
grooming.
it.
Sit.
So at the prison right now, so you have Eagle, and Eagle's a golden retriever. Now, most of the dogs that Patriot Service dogs train are golden retrievers or labradoodles. Is that right?
Or labs.
Labs.
Or labs. Okay.
They do, what is it, golden retrievers, lab, then you have golden,
Golden
Yeah,
Golden
my last
doors.
dog was a golden
golden
door.
door,
Golden
lab
door.
and golden mix.
Oh.
And she has had several poodles.
several
And she did Johan, who was a boxer mix from the Humane Society, and she now has Blue, who is a Humane Society dog that
Wow.
she is using
Yes.
as a service dog.
And
Yes.
honestly, there's not very often that you can get a humane dog, humane society dog to be a service dog because you
Right.
don't know
Right.
what their genetic
Right.
mapping
Right.
is or anything to that
Their
nature.
environment,
Right.
even
Well,
previously.
And she watches them for the 2 years.
Yep.
Right.
And
Like-
Johan, the first one, was a puppy. I mean, the mama
7 weeks old.
Yes, when we got
Oh.
him.
Wow.
7 weeks. And he placed March 4th with my dog
Yes.
of this year.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
And they went to veterans.
Right.
Oh, that's
That's
wonderful.
He actually went to a lady, and she's on Facebook all the time, how he gives her confidence, and she's able to go into places. And,
Right.
Yeah.
So what's it like, just out of curiosity, because I know what Hero's like when he's off vest. What's Eagle like off vest?
I haven't seen her other than when me and Tina had her on leash. I haven't had her off vest yet. Other than
So-
over here letting people play with her.
Yeah.
And she's pretty good.
So how about we try, so the viewing audience can see what these
What they
dogs
do?
are like.
Okay.
So Hero
Because
stands.
they're very different with the vests off.
Yes.
Eagle.
Hero knows it's
Yeah.
work time with the vest
He's
on.
like, ooh.
His
And then
vest
you
is
take that
removed.
off, he's going
His
to.
vest is,
Oh,
whoa,
is
what,
that what we
What?
do?
Are you all
Undress.
excited? Look at him go. He's like,
undress.
what's going on, Dad?
Come on, undress. That's it. That's it. Undress.
Still, like, even though he's out of vest, Hero can still follow commands pretty
Yeah.
easily. Like, I'm going to get him on the chair. Hero, load. Go ahead, load up.
See, and that's what she'll be able to do.
Yeah.
She'll be able to
And-
do that. Sit
yes.
on the chair. So Hero does this now. Like, he'll sit inside congressmen's chairs.
Yes.
You know,
We
or
have many
senators'
photos
chairs.
of
Yeah.
that.
And he
Yeah.
puts penis at his mouth looking like he's signing
Right.
papers. All right, Hero off. Hero, hey, go make friends.
Right. Yeah.
So these dogs can have fun.
And
They
they
can
come,
be
they
good.
come from the same breeder.
Yeah.
Do they really? Up in Tennessee?
Yeah.
So they might be siblings of some
Yeah,
sort.
that's what I was telling.
They might be
I told
some-
you, didn't I, when you come
Yeah,
back?
they
I
might-
said, They're probably
They're
related.
kin
You're
somehow or
probably
another.
related somehow.
See, this is what's amazing. Honestly, if this just doesn't make the show, 2 little golden Hero, leave it. Come back. Eagle,
Eagle.
Eagle, come through. Look at that.
Yes, she's a good sit. Yes,
Hero,
good
sit.
puppy.
Good girl.
That was a very good
Sit.
girl. Very
Down.
nice.
Leave it down.
And she's learning her
It's like,
positions,
oh, come
heel
on, can I get some
side.
food now?
Yeah. Oh, no.
She's like, wait a minute, what about me?
He's got stuff over there in
I
his
know.
pockets.
Yeah. And she's learning her positions. She's doing heel side.
Yes.
And so Heel is walking right there on the left-hand side. And
Mm-hmm.
why is that important for a service dog to be able to just walk on that left-hand side all the time?
Well, I mean, we teach them heel for the left side, side for the right, whichever
Yep.
side y'all are more comfortable, you know.
Right.
Is what
with your
you're gonna
wheelchair.
do.
Right.
Okay.
But it's so they stay right there with you. They don't get ahead of you and, you know,
And
trip you up.
Yep.
Or moving back and
Or
forth.
moving back and
They
forth.
know
They're
that
not-
that's not
right. They
allowed.
know-
Yeah.
You know, left or right. And like say you get to a door and you're nervous to go through there. You know, they learn pop the corner.
Yep.
You know, you send them through the corner, they turn, and they let you know if somebody's around there.
I will tell you guys, this is the honest truth. I tell every veteran that I see, they're getting out of the military, they're retiring, they've served in combat, they've faced a military sexual trauma. The most amazing thing about having one of these dogs is that they're always with you. And when you tell them to leave you alone, and whatever words you need to tell them to leave you alone, they go and they lie somewhere else. But guess what? Once you get ready to have interactions with them,
They're right there.
they're right there, and they're excited for it. They're
Yes.
thankful that you're there with them. So I think the emotional aspects of having a service dog after you've served this nation, unbelievably great. I think it's a benefit. It's one of those alternative treatment options that I fully support. And guys, in the state of Florida, I want you to realize that we have a huge bill this year, HB 303, House Bill 303, and it's Senate Bill 82. The House bill is by Danny Burgess. The Senate bill is by Senator Stubbe. This bill is alternative treatment options for veterans. It puts about $2 million in appropriations to help fund various organizations like Patriot Service Dogs and other alternative treatment option services that are throughout the state of Florida to help save some of our warriors' lives. These dogs, what Hero has done for me personally, I can't even begin to explain. It's been amazing because I was so emotionally disconnected from all the people around me that I love. So I can't thank you enough for continuing on and helping out with Patriot Service Dogs. The two of you have made a huge impact on the folks who've received the dogs that you've trained. And thank you so much for bringing Eagle up here.
Yes.
Because Eagle looks like a little angel.
Yes.
And Eagle's going to make some warrior and some family extremely thankful for
Yeah.
Patriot Service Dogs and what you girls do, what you
Yeah.
ladies do on
Thank you.
a consistent basis. Guys, that was our episode of the March Home. It is the Patriot Service Dogs edition with beautiful Hero and Eagle. You can find out more about Patriot Service Dogs by going to their website, patriotservicedogs.org, or going to their Facebook page, Patriot Service Dogs. Great group right here in Florida. We'll see you next time on the March Home.